look at it, but you go back and wait in Mexico until we call you. Pakistan, wait until we call you. It was like an invitation outside of the United States to come rushing to the border and make applications for political asylum. Now they are still out, but under a different excuse.
I see. Thank you so much for the information. We're approaching the final segment of our program. Attorney Golan, would you have information with regards to this situation at the border and also about the situation of the people from Afghanistan who had come into the country?
People a border patrol published a few days ago the numbers. Thousand number, bigger than any number in years before, and this included almost 150,000 numbers that were never before. Okay. Over the border. In the past few months, there were about 200,000 illegal entries to the United States every month. 200,000 every month. My point of view, the real trouble with all this is Homeland Security order. Is a shame. All their attention is connected, is given to the border. All the Afghanis out here, the US government flew them into the United States. All either already have, some of them all over the United States. All, not very big numbers. The total number is, I believe, 60,000 people. Holders of DACA cards. So anybody who has a DACA card is pretty much safe from deportation. However, if the DACA card expired, then there is a risk that the employer may terminate the employment of this DACA card holder.
I see. Well, that's the latest from Attorney Jack Golan, and you can call for more information at 213-383-3222. We are pursuing our program Immigration Update on the Air, brought to you by International News Media. Attorney Golan, I'm sure you have another good news. Is there news about the lottery program, the diversity program? Really? Oh.
You are talking about the lottery for green cards?
Yes, No. They say that, yes, that they, well, as you mentioned, there will be, I think, the eligibility requires that they're a citizen of that country applying, and that there should be only 50,000 inhabitants of that country, of immigrants here in the United States. Is that correct?
Not a number, but those participation in the lottery depends on that country having a relatively small number of immigrants to the United States.
That's right.
The Philippines are by definition excluded because they have big numbers of immigrants.
Definitely.
Okay. Is Mexico not included? India, China are not included.
So we're talking of very small countries, Attorney Golan, that have fewer people here in the United States. Is that right? So this, you think, will not be as effective, of course, as other possible laws that will be passed in the United States. Of course, compared to the first good news that you gave, this is nothing in comparison. That's right. Now, go ahead, Attorney Golan. There was talk of a lot of different smaller communities asking, oh, that's probably good news for us because there are fewer inhabitants that they have in the United States. So they probably, joined this lottery program, and the government was encouraging them to immediately apply as soon as possible because that particular opportunity is immediately filled out.
The list of countries is published every year by the Department of State, and the application window is open to natives of those countries.
Yes.
They may apply, and then there is a lottery.
Yes.
Okay, between all those applicants. Usually the number of applicants is much higher than the number of visas available.
Right.
And sometimes even those who win the lottery are not able to get their immigrant visas because the consulates are closed. Always problems with this kind of visas.
Yes. With the possibility of this new legalization, what is your estimate of those people? Well, let's say California, for example, estimate of those people who would be maybe rushing to your office or many different immigration offices to, take advantage of this opportunity.
I have no means of estimating, but I can quote the number that the government is providing. The government is saying that in Plan C will cover between 7 and 8 million people in the United States.
Wow.
7 to 8 million people. Out of about 11 to 12 million undocumented aliens. Nobody knows the exact and true number of undocumented people in the United States.